Chinese sister. Love is with your brother. Blue masquerade.
What's up, everyone? Back again with the episode 27 of the Zombies Den podcast.
Tell me I've nothing to do. It's good to see you. I must go. I know I'm a good front. Anyway, my eyes are not accustomed.
I don't sound too hoarse. I feel like I sound kind of hoarse. I hope you enjoyed the last episode where we talked about, what did we talk about? The Devil's Rejects. I guess this episode I was going to talk about the 1987 vampire classic, The Lost Boys.
How are those maggots? Maggots, Michael. You're eating maggots. How do they taste?
Leave him alone.
Pretty sad.
You can laugh. You can laugh. That's a lot of people's favorite movie. Not only their favorite horror movie, but this their favorite movie in general. But I like it. You know, I grew up with it. I mean, it's probably not my favorite movie, but it's gonna be interesting to talk about it. So yeah, so grab you a beer, and you always show like Ash going to the tool shed and getting his handmade chainsaw hand. So that always means that, you know, that's kind of my unofficial intro. But anyway, you know, episode 27 be like any other episode where we bullshit and talk about, you know, Taylor Swift and butt plugs and Brokeback Mountain. So it's not going to be different from the other episode. So I hope you like that kind of stuff. I'm just kidding, kinda. But no, we're gonna talk about the Lost Boys and probably metal music. You know, I like all kinds of music. I like all kinds of movies. One day I'll talk about a movie that's not a horror movie, but is Lost Boys considered a horror movie? I feel like it is, because it's a vampire movie. I heard at one time the Lost Boys was a lot different movie. But sit in, get you a beer, or I always say a wine spritzer. Does anybody drink wine spritzers, or just me being silly? But I'll probably be drinking the coolers. Probably not why I make this, but maybe later. But sit in and hope you didn't find this while using the bathroom or whacking off. That would well, I mean, usually if you're on YouTube, you know, you're probably using the bathroom. So, but I hope you're not whacking off the sound of my voice. But, you know, if you are, I'm flattered. And I hope you sit in and finish up. And I hope you enjoy episode 27. since last time I saw you. One of my favorite bands of all time, and this kind of got me into metal, and a lot of like 90s bands did, like first time hearing Nirvana, first time hearing Pearl Jam, all those bands. One of those bands is Soundgarden. The first time I heard Soundgarden was probably Black Hole Sun back in 94. But, sadly, Chris Cornell passed away, I don't know, several years ago. Apparently by, suicide, but, it's come into light recently that people were saying that, they don't think he committed suicide. They think he was murdered because he was about to oust, the Clintons. I don't know if you heard that, but I kind of believe the Clintons did that, but anyway. I don't want this podcast to be a drag and talk about depressing stuff, but the Clintons are pretty evil. But anyway, the reason I was bringing up Soundgarden, the 90s bands, Soundgarden was making a new Soundgarden album when Chris Cornell sadly passed, and they have 8 songs, 8 demos, and it took them a while to get the vocal tracks back because Chris Cornell's widow had the rights to his, vocals. So the band finally got it back, and they're finally mixing their last Soundgarden album. I think they said they have 8 songs, which will be, sadly, the last Soundgarden album, but it's pretty cool. We have a new Soundgarden album coming out, so it's pretty cool, man. Pretty exciting. I don't know when it's coming out. I just know they're mixing it now and putting the finishing touches on it, so hopefully it'll be out soon. But in other horror movie news, I heard there are 2 movie studios on the rights to Nightmare on Elm Street. I know one of them's Warner Brothers. I don't know the other one. But they're going to make 2 Nightmare on Elm Street movies at the same time. What that entails, I don't know if there'd be 2 actors playing Freddy Krueger. I know they were looking at casting a new Freddy Krueger. I don't know who could play Freddy Krueger. I know it was like a hint, like a rumor for a long time. They wanted Kevin Bacon. I can't really see that. I've heard Jim Carrey. Me and my buddy were talking that I kind of met on my group on Facebook, my page that started the Headbangers. Horror movie clubhouse. I can never remember the name. That's bad. But he said Robert Burke will be a good Freddy Krueger. I like that choice. That's a cool choice. We were talking about it, and he's a fan of the podcast, so I was like, I dig that choice. I think that would be a good one. So but anyway, we might get 2 Nightmare on Elm Street movies. But anyway, being horror fans, we're going to be eating really good. I know they had some images of the new Crystal Lake show where they had pictures of little Jason Voorhees drowning. He was all in Kiss makeup. I might show that little clip right here, or a little image. The more I look, or the more I see, or more I hear from that show, I'm kind of getting interesting. I know that show's going to be good. It says it's getting more of a Pamela Voorhees show, but she's going to be brutally murdering people. That sounds cool, but, I think everybody wants to see Jason brutally murdering people. I think, Pamela Voorhees is cool, but, I think everybody wants to see a show. Maybe, more seasons will, have Jason, kind of, come out or, come back alive. I'm not sure exactly what Jason is, a zombie, or he's still alive, or some kind of spirit. I don't know. It's never really was clear, but I kind of like that. But I already see some more Jason. It's been too long. Jason's been gone. But so that ought to be interesting. Another horror movie news that I saw. I know they're kind of collide with the 50th anniversary of the original Halloween movie. I know they're gonna they want to put out a Halloween movie in 2028 to like go with the 50th anniversary of the first movie. I think John Carpenter really wants to be involved with it. I think he wants to maybe direct it also. That would be wild. That would be cool. I could go for that. I wonder how his direction would be now, but I could dig that. That would be cool. Knew his last movie was The Ward. I can only sit through 5 minutes of that movie. It was pretty bad. But like music news, Mastodon's about to put out a new album at the end of the month.
I saw your ghost again. Vision of future, non-existent. I saw your ghost again. Followed by pushing, feeling the regret. All I get from you, taking back where you must go. All I ever wanted you to say to me is that you're safe and sound.
I didn't even know they were coming out with a new album. I'm gonna have to pre-order it. Don't really talk about Mastodon much on this podcast, but I do like them. I do like their music. I keep finding bands that like I kind of forget about. Like I started listening to Nothing Face again. I kind of forgot about them. I saw like a video on TikTok this guy was talking about. I was like, oh yeah, I fucking love Nothing Face.
I alone cried beside her, pushed away, once to walk on, face the light, vision changes, shade as ice.
I know the original lead singer passed away, and I know Tom is in Hell Yeah. I don't even know if like Hell Yeah is still around. I know Vinnie Paul, tragically died. Everybody loves Vinnie Paul, but I can understand that we continue Hell Yeah. That's fine with me. I love their first 2 albums. I think as they went on, I didn't really like them as much, but I still bought their albums. Kind of like a band like Disturbed or Godsmack. Like I like them, but I buy their albums. I don't really listen to them that much. I buy them and listen to it once, throw it in the corner. I was like, yeah, that was pretty cool. But if you like Hell Yeah, then this next band's got a new album out. This is for all the Chads out there that's down in monsters and smashing around their head. Five Finger Death Punch has got a new album out, that
Deception! It's a pain that burns inside. It only hurts when it's applied. That's why I blame you for feeling the way that I do. Oh, Father, please forgive us, 'cause we know just what we've done. As we dance around a tombstone and we crash into the sun. As the fires rise around us and we bear our crown of thorns, we can finally rest in pieces in the eye of the storm. Dissension, it's a bitter pill to take, knowing you are not a saint. That's why I blame you. Reflection.
I heard one note of the new Five Finger Death Punch album yet as I'm making this podcast. I always get made fun of when I say I like them, but maybe I should. Maybe I should get made fun of. I like Limp Bizkit too. Maybe I should get made fun of for saying that too. But anyway, I like their first two albums. I feel like I know their newer albums aren't as good as their first two albums. I feel like maybe they tried a little harder in their first two albums, but maybe that's just me. I mean, people still like them. They're still filling out arenas, you know. Talking about bands that I kind of got back into, I started watching this podcast called the Garza podcast. I think he's one of the guitar players from Suicide Silence. He had Dez from Cold Chamber and Devil Driver, and I forgot all about Devil Driver.
You keep repeating yourself. You got nothing on me. Nothing on me. Second wind. Second sight. Second skin. Go with the
I didn't forget them, but I haven't listened to them. They came out with a new album, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago, and it's a banger. And I've been listening to, you know, all their albums, you know. Such a great band. I was a, you know, big Cold Chamber fan when I was a teenager, you know. Any kind of metal, you know, I was getting into the teenager. As a teenager, I was soaking it up. It's a cool time for metal. I know a lot of metalheads don't really like new metal, but I do. But anyway, I think that's all the news, really. I'm going to shut the fuck up, and we'll talk about The Lost Boys. I don't really know much about the making of it, but I do like this movie, but I'll shut the fuck up so we can talk about it. Oh, I almost didn't mention, I almost forgot. I was going to say, you know, I hated the passing of Chuck Russell. You know, he's a awesome director. He directed the 1988 remake of The Blob. Not the one with Steve McQueen where he's supposed to be 14, but he looks 45. But he's done some great movies. You know, he did The Mask with Jim Carrey. He's wrote a lot of movies. You know, he actually did Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. My favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie. But, you know, he did The Eraser with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think he wrote a lot of stuff. I think he worked with Frank Darabont a lot. And I also thought he was a good director. I really enjoyed The Blob from 1988. That's probably my favorite movie he's done. I need to talk about it on this podcast. One day I will. And, and another thing, you know, I almost forgot to mention, I saw today that, as I'm making this, Reggie Bannister, the actor from the, Phantasm movies that plays Reggie, passed away. I heard he was a really cool dude. I hate that I couldn't meet him in real life. I love his character, Reggie, in the Phantasm movies. Those movies are batshit crazy. I heard they're making a remake, but they should just leave those movies alone. But anyway, like I said, on to The Lost Boys. And we'll bullshit about The Lost Boys. How's that sound?
Is everything all right?
Sam have just moved to Santa Carla, California. They're about to discover its secret.
Notice anything unusual about Santa Carla yet?
No. It's a pretty cool place. If you're a Martian.
Or a vampire.
When you're a stranger, when you scream.
So where are you? The flying nun?
I'm your brother, Sammy. Help me!
Stay back! Stay back!
What's happening to me, Star? Get yourself a good sharp steak. Drive it right to his heart.
You're a vampire, Michael. My own brother, a damn blood-sucking vampire.
Oh, you wait till Mom finds out, buddy.
When a vampire bites it, it's never a pretty sight.
Michael, they're coming! Oh, shit!
But we're gonna talk about the 1987 The Lost Boys movie. I was looking it up on Wikipedia, and it's saying that it's a franchise. I forgot I had sequels, and I cannot remember the director's name. It's Joel Schumacher, and he's a great director. I know he got a lot of shit because he made Batman and Robin, but that movie is what it is. I know it's a lot of people's favorite movie. I don't know much about it, so I've actually turned on Wikipedia, and I guess I'm going to read, about it. I know it was saying on here this movie's originally supposed to be directed by Richard Donner. I didn't know that. That was, and it was kind of be more of a Goonies-like movie instead of like a horror film. And I guess Joel Schumacher kind of made it more of a horror film. I didn't know that, a lot of people in this movie before they got really big, mostly I would say, Keith Sutherland, also Jason Patric. You don't really hear much about him anymore.
Tried to make you immortal.
You tried to make me a killer!
You are a killer.
The Coreys, got the Coreys in it. The Coreys are really fucking, annoying. It's weird, I say they're annoying and then I feel bad because I know, they got treated like shit, when they were young, when they were young stars. I know it was kind of like they were abused, and I feel bad saying that. I know, was it Corey Feldman? I know it was Corey Haim, committed suicide, which is sad. And I didn't realize he was in Crank 2 as the guy with the mullet. He was Amy Smart's boyfriend.
We're dedicated to a higher purpose. We're fighters for truth, justice, and the American way.
Right.
Hey, man. Read this.
I told you, I don't like horror comics.
Think of it more as a survival manual. There's a number on the back. And pray that you never need to call us.
I'll pray I never need to call you. Sure.
I didn't know that, some things they cut out in this movie. People had, bigger roles, like the grandpa from Gilmore.
I still want you, Lucy.
He played the bad guy, Twist. I didn't know that, I know this is supposed to be more of a modern, Peter Pan story, but Joel Schumacher had no interest in doing a vampire movie. I know he got persuaded by Richard Donner, and And that's interesting. I wonder how he changed his mind. But like I said, a lot of young cast, people that, I think Joel Schumacher picked Kiefer Sutherland because he saw the movie At Close Range. That's a cool movie, kind of underrated. But I heard Joel Schumacher originally wanted Meg Ryan to play Star. I never was a big fan of Meg Ryan. I just thought she was just okay looking, and I don't know. What do I fucking know? I'm a big fat slob that drinks beer, but anyway, I know like there was more scenes. There's the girl that was in Nightmare on Elm Street 4. She had more of a scene that worked at the video store that they cut out.
You only come here to watch one thing.
It's got the guy that plays, is it Bill or Ted? My mind's going blank. Let me look on Wikipedia, because he actually became a director, and he's pretty good. Let's see. I hate that, I hate that his character died. Alex Winter. I can't believe as Marco. I can't believe I forgot that. Did he play Bill or Ted? I want to say Keanu Reeves as Ted, and he was Bill. But I always liked that guy. This guy's became a director. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Freaked. That movie's great. It's hilarious. Cameo by Keanu Reeves as a dog. I didn't even know that. But I know they have several sequels. I know Corey, is it Corey Feldman? I know he's in some of them. And I want to see, I saw the second one. It was so bad I couldn't even watch it. I think, I want to say that Kiefer Sutherland wanted to make a actual official sequel to the first one where he comes back as David. I don't know how you can do that, because David looked pretty fucking dead, at the end of this movie. I love the grandpa. He's like, the only thing I hate about this town is the fucking vampires, or something like that.
One thing about living in Santa Carla I never could stomach. All the damn vampires.
You have the mom, she's great. Seems like she plays a normal mom character. I just think Corey Haim's character is fucking annoying. Especially when they go to the fucking comic book store and he's talking to the Fogg brothers, and what's his name? Corey Feldman's trying to sound like Rambo or something. I think the director told him to do that, to sound like Rambo or Sylvester Stallone. I thought that was really fucking stupid, but whatever. But I know, as a kid, I don't know why I never considered this like a actual legit horror movie. I don't know. I was watching other crazy fucking stuff when I was a kid, and I probably shouldn't have been watching it horror movie wise. Nothing like too crazy. But the 80s was crazy. The action movies are crazy. I mean, look at RoboCop. They made a fucking, Saturday morning cartoon about RoboCop, and they made one about Rambo. That was just the 80s. I miss that, though. Everybody's kind of a pussy nowadays. But, making this, I knew I wouldn't say much about it, because I'm trying to, everybody knows this movie frontwards and backwards. And I watched it recently on Tubi, and there's not much to say about it that hasn't already been said. I think Jason Patric's acting, I don't know. I never was a big fan. I thought he does okay in this movie, I don't know. It's kind of, you can fit anybody in there and they would probably do the same thing. But apparently he had a lot to do with how the movie was shaped and getting the tone right. It was saying on Wikipedia. So it must be true. If it's on the internet, it's got to be true. Abraham Lincoln said that. But anyway, that's all I'm going to say about Lost Boys, because I really don't know what to say, really. Go fucking watch it. Don't listen to this shitty podcast. Go watch the fucking movie. I think you'll dig it. What's everybody's thoughts on The Lost Boys? They love it. I feel like everybody loves it. I feel like it was popular then, but it's even more popular now. It's kind of gotten this urban legend, but it's kind of a half-assed podcast today, and I didn't really say much about it. But go watch it.
I got you, you motherfucker. Tell me how to open it. How do I open it?
However, if you choose not to, you will never be heard from again. Your body will never be found. You will simply vanish. I ask you, Special Agent Strong, have you learned enough to trust me? Will you heed my warning? For if you do not...
Fuck you.
This room will forever be your tomb, and my legacy will become yours.
If you're good at anticipating the human mind...
I think I'm being followed.
Who would be following you?
I want to talk to Jill Tuck one last time.
He suspected someone on the inside.
It leaves nothing to chance.
We were all supposed to die. You were supposed to be the hero.
Make your choice.
Coward, yeah, this is Erickson. I want you to put out an APB. Suspect's name is Peter Strong. Yeah, that's right. Special Agent Peter Strong.
Tell me how to stop it, you son of a bitch! I know who you are! I know!
I thought about doing, top 5, I was talking about Soundgarden, coming out with the new album. I thought about, hey, talk about my top 5 Soundgarden albums. How's that sound? This was really hard because Soundgarden's one of my favorite bands of all time. And there's some albums that did not make my list. And starting at number 5 is, I'm going to go Ultra Mega OK, their first album. And I used to hate this album because, you know, I got Super Unknown, I got, you know, Bad Motorfinger in the 90s. That's kind of like their newest albums at the time. So I went back, I was like, well, I'm going to try their other stuff. And I didn't really know, you couldn't listen to it online. They had some CD stores where you could, like, you know, they'll let you listen to it if they were nice, if the guy wasn't a dick at the counter, but before you bought it. But I know something about record stores. The people are weird, and they're always kind of dicks there. The ones I go to anyway. But anyway, I'm going to go Ultra Mega. Okay, I really like this one now. Like the rawness, the heaviness. It's really growing on me. And then to hear these songs live, like Beyond the Wheel or Flower, it's really fucking heavy. But that's my number 5. Or number 4, we'll see here. I am going to go, I think, Louder Than Love. I got to know why I appreciate this album too. It definitely had some Bad Motorfinger kind of vibes. They were going in that direction. I think it's a lot heavier than Ultra Mega OK, and I just think it's a great album, and that's my number 4. And got some weird songs on it, like Full On Kevin's Mom, and kind of, I don't know. Some of those songs are kind of cringe, but I love the album. Got it on vinyl now, on orange vinyl. But coming in number 3, this is getting harder and harder. But these are my top 3 Soundgarden albums all time. I don't think this ever changes. But number 3, and when this album first got released in 96, I fucking hated it. It didn't sound like Super Unknown. It went more of a psychedelic kind of vibe, and I hated that. But I'm going to go down on the upside. I remember giving my mom some of my birthday money so she can stop on the way home and buy this album for me when it came out. And I still feel bad. My sweet mom. She bought it for me, and I put it in. And I've already heard Pretty News, and I put it in. I just like, where's all the heavy songs? But over time, this album's really grown on me. It's got a lot of great songs. You know, so Rhinosaur kind of reminds me of Black Sabbath. You know, of course, Burden in My Hand, Blow Up the Outside World. All the deeper tracks like Tighter and Tighter, you know, this is, you know, you can kind of see the band kind of, they're getting where they fucking started to hate each other. And I felt like it showed a little bit in the music, and I'm gotten where I really love this album. It's one of my favorite ones. It's my number 3, coming at number 2, you know, this is the second Soundgarden album I ever heard. And this album, I think, is still their heaviest. It's a lot of people's favorite album, and I don't blame them. And that is Bad Motorfinger. Got some really heavy songs. Got one of my favorite songs, Soundgarden songs of all time, is Room 1,000 Years Wide. I love, Slaves and Bulldozers, Court Outshine. You got, Rusty Cage, Jesus Christ Pose. Such a great album. A little bit of variety, some punk songs, a little bit of psychedelic songs, but just some songs are just pure metal to me. Chris Cornell's belting his ass off. Still one of their strongest releases, but if you know me, you already know what number one is. This is like one of my favorite albums of all time. I feel like they couldn't really top this album. I feel like every fucking song is good. When a 14-year-old, or might be 13-year-old Josh heard this, I was fucking blown away. This album got me into metal. That is their album Supernova. I love this fucking album. Every fucking song I love. It's just, people say it's a metal album. Some people say it's a rock album. It's got a little bit of everything. Got a little bit of, it's got like a couple punk rock songs. Got some grunge songs. Got some just rock songs. Got some metal songs. I mean, I feel like you can put this on and it's heavy and you can still chill around it. People won't be like, oh my God, what is this? I think the songwriting is amazing. Of course, Black Hole Sun, that's probably everybody's favorite. That's probably not my favorite Soundgarden song. They had a B-side that they didn't put on this, and then when they repressed it, they put it on there, and it's called She Likes Surprises. I love that fucking song. I love the song Like Suicide. The Day I Tried to Live, the 4th of July is a great song. Such a badass album. One of my favorite albums of all time. And that's my top 5 Soundgarden list. And if you don't like it, you can lick my sack. No, I'm kidding. We can still be friends. But that's kind of nasty. I shouldn't have said. I should have said kiss my ass, not lick my sack. But anyway, that's my top 5 Soundgarden list. If you have never heard Soundgarden, stop what you're doing and just go check them out. Go listen to them. Boys, I thought, well, hey, let's do a top 5 of my favorite vampire movies. And I'm not including Dracula because there's so many Dracula movies and it was hard to pick one. But this is hard to talk about my 5 favorites. But I think coming in at number 5, I might have to go 30 Days in Hell.
Board the windows. Try to hide. They're coming.
They? Who are they?
If you haven't seen this movie, I was telling a coworker about it. He's never even heard of it, but he's a fucking millennial. So, anyway, great movie, great cast, great actors, cool premise. I don't want to ruin it for you. Just don't listen to my dumb ass. Just go fucking watch it. Coming at number 4, let's see here. This is hard. I'm going to go the original Friday Night.
Bottoms up.
There. Satisfied?
Totally.
Well, now, Charlie, you saw that. Are you convinced now that Mr. Dandridge is not a vampire?
It can't be.
But Charlie, you saw it. Now, you know as well as I do that no vampire can drink blessed water.
And it wasn't blessed.
Are you calling me a liar, young man?
If he's not a vampire, have him touch this.
Oh, Charlie.
I love this movie. It's definitely 80s cheese all the way. Very 80s. And, but I love it. You know, it's like, this is a fun movie. I do like the remake. A lot of people don't like the remake, but I actually like it. So, yeah, let's see. Coming up number 4, let's see. Actually, I usually write this down, and I can't find my notes, so I'm kind of doing this at the top of my head. Number 3, I might have to go Near Dark. Have you ever seen Near Dark?
Nice.
It's a great movie. A lot of people don't talk about it. Captain Bigelow directed it. She ended up doing the original Point Break. This guy, you know, of course, Bill Paxton. Bill Paxton is fucking awesome in this movie. I want to do an episode just about this movie. It's great. Let's see. My number... trying to think. My number 2. I wish I could find my notes and would go a lot faster. Let's see. I'm about to go to Daybreakers. You ever seen that vampire movie? Nobody talks about that movie with Ethan Hawke and William Dafoe.
All right, now, Private, you may feel a slight increase in body temperature. That's just a hemocillin entering your system. It's to be expected.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How do you feel?
No change, sir.
Six-degree increase. All right, that's slightly more accelerated than anticipated, but you're fine.
"68 degrees and holding."
Okay, how do you feel?
I feel fine, sir.
Shit. Come on, get 20 cc's of alcohol. Come on. Hold it. Just breathe. Come on. Hey. Got it.
Such a great fucking movie that nobody talks about. The premise is like a bat causes disease that causes everybody to be vampires. Everybody in society, so everybody's can't go out in the daylight. It's a fucking awesome movie. Nobody talks about. That's my number 2. Number 1. I love the Swedish version, but I saw the American version first, so that's gonna be number 1. Great vampire movie. No, again, nobody talks about, and that is Let Me In.
Hello? Hey there.
I fell.
Yeah? No. Can't you get up?
No.
How old are you, sweetheart? You live around here?
I live right here. You can carry me?
Sure, sweetheart. Just, grab on me.
It's got the girl from Kick-Ass that plays Hit Girl. I think I mentioned it in this podcast. I think I did an episode. I have to redo an episode, but it's a great movie, such a fun movie. But that's my number 5 vampire movies. I'm sorry I had a brain fart and it took me a minute to think. But anyway, if you haven't seen any of those movies, please go watch them. There's so many other vampire movies. I'm sure, like, I'm just like, fuck, I can't believe I forgot that one. But I've done a whole episode on Fright Night, the original one. I had to do it over again because I had to show some cool shit. But that's my top 5 vampire movies.
Party's over.
Sadly, guys, that is the end. You might be glad. Thank God it's the end of this fucking podcast. But I hope you liked, me talking about Lost Boys. I feel like I didn't really talk a lot about Lost Boys because I guess I don't know much about it. I just when I read on Wikipedia. I guess I can watch the special features. But hope you like my top 5 Soundgarden list, my top 5 vampire movies. I have another podcast with my buddy Dwayne called Headbangers Asylum Podcast. Check it out. We've only done a couple episodes, but we just strictly talk about metal, and I like it. And it's fun to do. I think you'll like it too. But yeah, what should I talk about next week? Or next week, or whenever I make one of these. I never know. Thought about talking about my favorite Chuck Russell movies, maybe, and maybe I haven't talked about a Phantasm movie yet. And might even talk about The Blob. Thought about doing an episode about The Blob, since sadly Chuck Russell passed away. But anyway, I hope you drank a lot of beer, and I hope you didn't fall on yourself too much during this. I hope you listened, got informed, and like I always say, drink more beer, listen more metal, and watch more horror movies. You'll be a better person. You'll be a better Christian. I'm going to hell for saying that. You know that, right? But anyway, give me some ideas, if you like this podcast, if you stumbled onto it through the black hole that is YouTube, I couldn't think, or wherever. I'm putting these on TikTok now too. I'm gonna put them on Facebook. If they don't copyright infringe me. But anyway, if you're pooping, hope you're done. I hope you listen to the whole thing. It's like, oh wow, I got done right when this podcast is ending. All right. You're welcome. So that was episode 27, and I will see you next time. Like I said, drink more beer, listen more metal, watch more horror movies. You'll be a better person.
Son of a... Oh!
Taste the moment, taste the endless, taste my show